Hi guys, it's Santi Radio. So today's topic is about cliques in high school in Japan. This is kind of serious, but still I make it like a fun way. But let me share you this the reality I had when I was in high school, and still I think it's going on same things. So I want to definitely broadcast on my channel. So let me share you one comment I got. Okay, it's from Rosalina Marcelino. Thank you, Rosalina. She said, they say Japanese have bad attitudes, bullies, and women have hobbies on gossiping. I don't know if it's true. One of my friends told me that in one vlogger I've watched, she said that her childhood there in Japan was never been easy. Thank you. This, from this comment, I wanna make a few videos, so you might see other videos from this comment too. But today is about high school, because there's bullies, definitely, yes. Yeah, I wanna talk about this. Well, I don't know, your countries, let's say Philippines, America, England, Germany, wherever. What about your high school days? Yeah. Was there any clique? Are there cliques or no clique? Clique is like a people, certain segment get together, groups, and then kind of fighting each other. Not fighting, but a separation, among the class in the class or among the students. So in Japan, in Japanese, we say school caste, school, caste, like a system in India, But I think it's the best translation. I think is cliques, simply cliques. So let's say there's a high school, one class, okay? In the class, usually we have 30 to 40 people, maybe 30 people around, nowadays. And then in the 30, among 30 students, there are some cliques. So I give you some like a example, like a common example, okay? We have a few cliques. The first one is smart students clique, okay? Smart students. So this smart students, as it says in the name, the kids who can study good, who listen teacher always, and teacher love them. That kind of clique. So usually those kids does the leader or captain in the class or like school activities like a soccer or football. And then they're already scoring it nicely. They love it and they can go to nice university, college after high school. The kind of people. Everyone likes them. Everyone doesn't against them. They don't fight with them because they're a small kid. They're kind of special. So in Japan, there are certain people like that. Okay, so small kids, yeah. Second one, let's go geeks. Okay, geeks. Okay, geeks, as it says in Japanese, otaku. We say otaki, yeah. So those geeks who likes anime, who's not in the center of the class, but they have their opinion, but they're not standing out. They're not loud. They don't express themselves in a class, but they have own opinion, but they have a heavy interest to certain subculture, like anime, cartoon, manga, whatever other stuff. Therefore, they're kind of isolated from other students, and then they have own kind of like a atmosphere in their clique. Sometimes they are bullied by people, but in most of the time they're kind of separated from people. Star, yeah, and then the smart people, smart students, they talk to everyone, right? But those like geeky people, they don't talk to everyone. They just stay themselves. It doesn't mean they don't socialize people. Okay, they still talk, but they kind of isolate by themselves, spontaneously. That's how I feel. Next one is star. Star, as it said, is star group. Okay, cliques. So people really good at something, like good at pitching baseball, or like good at soccer, or good at like whatever things, or good looking. That's big one. Good looking. Yeah, star kind of people. Yeah, good looking guy, girls. Those people. Kind of bad boy, badass, but they got a star. They always talk loudly. They are the one like they have a good communication with some teachers too, professors too, somehow. And then they don't really mess around with people because they are a star, And then everyone likes them. Everyone kind of jealous of them, So it's kind of star. And they do like a president of student council, student association, that kind of people, I was. Oops. Anyway, so this kind of star people, okay? So everyone have a peace with them. But some people jealous, okay? But most of them, peace with them, okay? Next one will be, what do they have? Neutral. Let's go funny first, funny. Next one is a funny, comedian cliques. They always make jokes. They always be a funny part among the students in the class. Let's say in a lecture in a class, they make a joke. They just always make funny about something, laughing. So everyone likes them. Yeah, they don't fight anyone. Yeah, simply they have own position, in a classroom. So they don't have any conflict, but same time, everyone likes them because they are funny. Star people, funny people, could be overlap sometimes, yeah. But smart people and a star and a funny doesn't really overlap. You know what I mean? Star and funny could be overlapped. That's how I feel. Okay. Next one is mutual. Neutral is, as I said, neutral. They're not funny. They're not star. They're not smart. Neither. They're just one of them. They're mediocre. No offense. But they always smile like a typical Japanese smile, nod, these kind of people, yeah. They're kind of afraid of being isolated, yeah. So they kind of respect those geeky people because they cannot be like that. So they kind of get along, and belong to a bunch of these majorities. Yeah, in class, majority is neutral. They're neutral. They are majority. Okay, you understand that? And last one, no, there are two more, I guess. Yeah. Next one is bad one. Okay, bad one. It's kind of difficult to define who is bad and who is not bad, okay? But bad one, simply who bullies. Yeah. Like, let's say, if you go to high school. Oh, by the way, I have to talk about this. In Japan, let's say in America, high school is everyone is mixed. That means who is smart kids who go to Harvard, Yale, Princeton. They are existing in same room who cannot go to university because they are not smart. In public high school, whatever in America, they are mixed around. There is no distinguish, right? There's no separation. But in Japan, when they're junior high, they take a test. If you do well in this test, you can go to a good high school. Smart high school. It's a hierarchy. Seriously, if you don't do well in this test, graduation test, you cannot do good high school. So you go to this lower high school level. People who go there, they're lower level. They're kind of rough, dodgy people. But if you go to higher level, they're smart kids. Most of them go to Tokyo University or a good university, that kind of thing. So if you choose high school, when you choose high school, you have to be very careful about it, because if you choose the lower one, you feel like disappointed. You feel like wow, they're dumb like this. Or if you choose higher one, you're gonna be the end of the high school. You were the last one because you went too far. You know what I mean? For example, your level is this level, yeah. Let's say this level, but after you graduate high school. Let's say this level, okay? But after you graduated junior high school, you scored this level accidentally, and you chose high school of this level. There's a gap. So you're happy. Wow, I get into this high school. Everyone look. So he's so happy, family's happy, right? Because of these high school people usually go to Harvard or a good university, right? But again, these people are from higher rank or this rank. You will not belong to. This wise, Therefore, the classes are so difficult and the people are so smart, too smart for him. They cannot talk a similar conversation. You feel different. You feel isolated. It doesn't mean you're a bad boy, but simply the high school didn't fit. You are not fitting in the high school level. It happens a lot. Therefore, you start feeling like, fuck it, I don't care, study. Like this. You know, when you're adolescent, when you're a kid, it's easy to feel like, fuck it, like this kind of feeling, you know, because you have some pride. You have pride right now. I am the only one, I can do this. But when you get into the high school, everyone is far better than you. You feel like, fuck, like this, you know what I mean? Therefore, we say datsuraku, or like, we do say loser, but they simply drop out, you know. But they still in the high school, and they go to a mediocre university. They cannot go to Harvard University like this, you know. It happens. Okay, let's go back to the original cliques. So the bad boys tend to be those people who drop out, who could not do well in high school because for many reasons. Yeah. Or since I was in those like a higher level high school, this is my case by the way. But if you go to lower high school, everyone is bad boys. That happens too. Seriously, that happens. I think most of the Japanese agree on that. Yeah, that happens. So if you go here, bad boys are majority. Okay, so there's no cliques, bad boys or weaks. That's it. So, but if you go to higher level, there's a bad boys. Okay, who drop out. Okay, and what they do, they simply distracting and disturbing others. Or bullies, you know, they need attention. They need to get attention from people. Same thing as on YouTube and Twitter. People start sending me a shit comment or like a discrimination comment or like a racism comment to me. They need attention. They need love. But I don't give back to them. Sorry, but people really, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. Those people scream a lot, right? On Twitter, anywhere. Same things. In a high school, those people who drop out, they became those bad boys, and they just simply bullies other people, make troubles to get attention. Last clique. Okay, this leads to the original question. It's gonna be a weeks. W-E-A-K, weeks. So weeks, I just named it weeks, as it's named. Weak people go there. So what a weak meaning? In this case, someone. For example, anyone have a chance, like there is possibility for everyone to fall into this week's clique. For example, one boy who failed to go to the bathroom, but he just shit on his pants. Just imagine, okay? It could be happen in the junior high or younger kid, and then from that day, he was star clique, but after the day, everyone called him poop boy, like this, and then they start picking on him because of the one instant, even though he was before like such a star group. Now he fall into the weak clique. It's very difficult to get out, personally feeling, unless you go to a funny clique or you do outstanding things and then you join into a star clique. It is kind of difficult. And the worst part is, some neutral might be nice to this weeks, but in other cliques, they don't really care about this weeks. Personally, I think. Of course, there are exceptions. There's some people want to be like, be friends with them, whatever. But in most of the case, they don't want to be weeks as well by hanging out with the weeks. It happens. And then it's not happening only in high school. It's happening in Japanese companies too. Once you are considered as weaks or uniques in the company, other neutral or other smart, star, bad, whatever, they don't, not bad or funny or geeks, they don't really contact. They just isolate. And then who gonna hang out with them? Bad boys, bad cliques. That's how I see about the high school cliques. So if any Japanese people watching this have conflict, please leave me. but I think I can explain the general idea. Everyone agree on it. And of course, there are so many exceptions, in this case, and then who be friend, who not be friends, whatever. And then, yeah, so many exceptions, okay? So I don't want to generalize it, but in general case, this could happen so often. And it's not only in high school. So let's go back to her questions. Yeah, bullies. Yeah, to those weeks, a lot. Gossiping. Yeah, in the among of neutral, a lot. Yeah. Smart stars, they don't do gossiping. Bullies, no, because they are star and smart. Geeks, they don't care. They're the one bullied. Yeah. Funnies, they are kind of funny, try to help the weaks, but they don't really do because they are funny one. Yeah. And then bad one, they're the one kind of fighting with those weaks. Not fighting, but they're bullying those weeks. Yeah. That's what I found out. Therefore, so Rosalina's friends and also her favorite vlogger, I think she might belong to the weeks. Yeah, my assumption. So ask her. Yeah, or show this video to her and then get the idea. Yeah. Well, anyway, so Japanese high school, as I explained, there's a level of high school. There's a huge difference between Western and Japan. There's a level. So if you mistake, like my best friends when I was young, he just chose the lower high school, and then after that his life was tough. Seriously, just tough. When you finish the junior high school, you can get recommendation from the president of the junior high school. So you don't have to take a test to go to lower high school. Simply he avoided to take a test and he got this recommendation. So when we are studying and taking tests, he didn't do anything. But that was it. Seriously, that few months he got, but after that, next three years, he had hell. He got bullied so many times, so long, seriously, so badly. Because in the lower high school, in my friend's case, he became star, smart. Yeah, he became a star and smart in that high school. Entire high school. Smartest guy, smart, and also he was good looking too. You know what happened? Jealousy happens. And then they started bullying him. And he fell to the weeks. And then he didn't go to high school after that. After 6 months? Yeah. He ran so fast too. Still, I remember that he was one of the fastest guy who can run. So junior high, he was a star. When there's some physics competition, he was a star in my junior high. But when he went to high school, he was still star. But that's why. And he's good looking, and smartest guy in high school. It a good enough reason to get bullied, I guess. Yeah. And he was like me, have a strong mindset, and I can tell like this, But he was such a nice guy, and then he didn't fight back. Yeah, that happens a lot. Well, one day I want to talk about some other bully stuff in Japan. So many bully stories, and also like a nasty story too. Like get the money ask the money from the weeks, and then get money from their families, whatever. I can share this too. Yeah. Again, I love my country. I'm patriot, but I don't want to hide the nasty side too. I want to be neutral and then be objective about this. So anyway, that's I broadcasted it, okay? So any Japanese people watching this have any idea, let me know. I want to know your comment too, okay? And also other people outside, how about your country? I want to know too, okay? Subscribe. See you then. Bye.